Okay, what's up people? I'm gonna show you how to do this kind of thing inside Blender. You can call this an art, a painting, or whatever you like. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. In creating this footage, I used Blender and Photoshop. Most of the thing is done in Blender, but the final footage was edited in Photoshop. Okay, let's start. First, I'm gonna add a cube. I'm gonna scale it up, hit S and 2, or maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, 4 times is better. So hit G, Z, move it up. I can use this. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the edit mode. Using edge selection tool, I'm gonna subdivide it. Okay, this is enough. I'm gonna make a pattern on this cube. Then to do that, I'm gonna use the face selection tool, and I'm gonna select around. Just hit C, and you can just scroll the wheel to increase the size or decrease it. And I'm just gonna click and drag, and yeah, if you click the middle mouse, it will undo your selection, and if you click the left mouse, it will select. And just like this, yeah, I'm just gonna do some random patterns. To exit the to exit this mode, right click. Okay, now we're ready to go, and I'm just gonna hit E to extrude and S to scale it inward. And once we have done that, before we exit the edit mode, I'm just gonna go to my material tab and add new material. Again, I'm gonna add a new material. I'm gonna name it a pattern, and I'm gonna assign what I am selecting. Selected part, you should assign it before you exit the material mode, because that will be helpful. Exit the edit mode, and now I'm gonna add a landscape. To do that, I have the landscape add-on enabled. If you don't have it, just go to the preference, add-on, search for landscape add-on, and just have to enable it. If you don't see it in this tab, you can always go to the get extension tab and search for it right here. Okay, I'm gonna add a landscape. It is so small. Yeah, first it's gonna be small, but I'm gonna scale it up. But before that, I'm going to change some settings. For example, the dimensions. It's too high. Okay, I'm just gonna scale it up. And we have our landscape. Alright, I'm gonna remove this cube. And I'm gonna add a plane. I'm also gonna scale it up. Okay. This will be the water surface. I mean, it's not exactly the same with the one that I have done, but I'm gonna do the same thing. For the things that I have scattered it around, I'm gonna use a meta ball. These things are really cool. Okay, look, if you duplicate it, hit Shift D, it do this. It's like some cells combining together. Yeah, Okay, I'm gonna add more of this. Shift D. You can also change the size as well. Shift D. I'm gonna do one more. Okay. Okay, this should be enough. Select them all and convert them into meshes. And to scatter them around our landscape, I'm going to use a particle nodes set to hair. You also need to click advance and change the render type, render as an object, and I'm going to select our meta wall. All right, as you can see, it is scattered around, but it's everywhere. So I'm going to just I want it to be on places that are, on places that I want them to be. I'm gonna add a camera first before I do that. And to snap the camera, choose the view that you want and Alt Control 0. And just like that, you are snapping it. You can also change the focal length to match your environment. Okay. And now, back to the landscape. I'm going to scatter this beam looking things on the places that I want, at least that are visible on the camera. Okay, to do that, I'm going to go to the weight painting mode. You can go. Okay, and I'm just gonna paint on the places that I want them to appear. Go to the camera mode and start painting. You can change the strings right here, and also F to change the size of your brush. All right. Okay, and I'm gonna add more. Red means that it's gonna place a lot of the object that I want to scatter more to the color red, and blue means there will not be anything at all. Yeah, and yellow is, I think it's like in between, not too much or none, just the right. I think this should be enough. Yeah, it should be enough. So I'm gonna go back to the object mode. And look, you can see the vertex group right here, and in the particle settings I'm going to change the vertex group. In the density, use the vertex that you just created. There is also one more problem here. Everything is scattered in the same height, so I want everything that is scattered right here to be different as possible. To do that, you have to maximize the scale randomness value right here, and you can see that they are now a bit different. All right, and you can play with that just like this. I'm just gonna put them right here. This should be enough. Okay, and notice in the picture that I have shown you, there is a cloud looking thing. So, and to do that, I just duplicated this and rotate it around, and add a scale, just scale it like that, and just throw it all the way to the back, but scale is very important. Okay, this should be enough. I'm just gonna move this on out of the frame because we won't be needing it. All right, and now the water body part. Go to the edit mode and subdivide it maybe into 40 times, and go back to the object mode again, scale it down, and in the sculpting mode I'm going to sculpt it. We're almost done here. Go back to the object mode again, place your cube in the right place, and you just move it up. R, double click R to rotate it the way you want it, and just scale it down a bit. I think, yeah. And I'm gonna shade smooth the water body parts. Shade smooth. Okay. All right, we are almost done. I'm gonna add some lighting to it. Okay. Shift A, add a light. I'm going to add a plain light all the way to the back. Change your render engines to cycles, and if you have any GPU, it's wise to use them. The light is not much because I need to increase the strength. I think I'm gonna do 10,000 maybe, or maybe 20,000. It depends on the size of your objects. I'm gonna do 30,000. All right. I'm gonna redirect it again just a bit. Okay, I think 30 is not enough. I'm gonna add another 20,000. Let's just make it 50,000. This is good. Okay, that's good enough. I'm gonna change its color to maybe light yellowish. Okay. Okay. And in the world settings, I'm gonna add a sky texture and set that to Husk white. Husky, I think it says Husky. Yeah, this is just right. And change some settings just a bit. You can hold shift and drag them smoothly. Okay, this is just right. And I'm gonna add some materials. And now for some shading, I'm gonna go to the shading tab. I'm gonna move this tab, but I don't need them now. And go again, click the camera. All right, okay. First, I'm gonna add a material to the cube. Okay, we have two materials. We have the pattern material and the overall material. Okay, I'm gonna just change the first overall material. I'm gonna set to, no, I'm gonna add a color ramp and also a noise texture. I use noise texture a lot. Material to the landscape that I have. To add a material for the landscape. Again, I used a noise texture. I'm gonna add a bump node. This will help in creating that landscape bump that we want. And I'm gonna connect the normals to the normals and the factory of the noise to the height. Okay, and like that you can start seeing some bumps here and there. You're just gonna have to increase the scale. Add a material to it. Okay, I'm going to do something different with these guys. I'm going to add an emission node, but this time I'm going to use a layer weight. What this does is whichever part is facing the camera, it gives it some weight. Like if you see it, it's just randomly white. But if you once add a layer weight, you can see that there's just some tiny black inside of it. You can also change that using a color ramp. Color ramp is one of frequently used nodes in shader. You can also change its size, how much the black value is affected. I'm gonna add a material and only using a principal PSDF. Change first its color up to light yellowish. Yep, and decrease its roughness so that it can reflect the light all the way to 0. And so index of I think index of refraction, increase that to make it more random. Okay, it's a bit too much. And for our cloud in the background, I'm gonna add a new material to it. I'm gonna do the same thing that I have did with these guys, but a different color. Okay, add a layer weight. And a color ramp. And increase the size. Okay. And I'm going to change the white value to a yellow. I think a yellowish. Yellow is good. Okay. I think we're done. Just play around with the lighting. Play around with the lighting more. Okay. Basically, this is it. This is how I did the picture. I hope you learned something, because doing it again made me realize some things myself. Okay, in the end we had this, and I'm going to show you how to edit this final result on Photoshop. But before we do that, To render this type of stuff, I only use the render maximum sample to 50. It's a lot faster. Yep, and when you're good to go, just hit render. Okay, there is one more thing that I have forgot to show you guys. Go back to the camera view, and in camera settings, select the camera first, and in camera settings, you can change the depth of field, like to make it more blurry. You can add a depth of field. The more we have, the better. Okay, to do that, I'm gonna measure the distance from the camera and the cube using this measurement tool. I'm just gonna click the camera, click the camera, and then onto the cube. There is a 50-meter gap. That's big. Go back, and in the camera depth of field setting, the focus distance, make it 50, and change the value of the f-stop. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribed at this point. If you did not subscribe until now, I hope you do. Okay, now we are in Photoshop. We're gonna add the final touches. We have our footage right here, our final render. And I'm just gonna duplicate it, Control J. In the camera raw filter, I'm gonna add some exposure and contrast as well. And also I'm gonna tweak around the colors to match our vibe, the vibe that we're going for, and also increase the texture, to see that juicy texture, clarity as well, and vagueness, decrease its value. Just add shadows around our footage, just a bit darkness. Okay, and all the way to the details, I'm gonna increase the sharpness value just a bit, noise reduction as well. Okay, we have this. It is already looking good, but we have to again duplicate this, hide our first layer just in case, and in our second layer I'm just gonna do a stylized oil paint and change the settings around to how much the style is affecting your footage, your picture. So we have this now. It looks good. Using a mask selection tool and a brush, smooth brush, I'm using a soft round brush, and start painting. And you notice you already can see these patterns, the oil paint patterns around here, because my brush opacity is at 23%. It is because of that I don't want to do much. This is enough. And for our final touch, we are going to add a blur. So apply this, and I'm gonna add a blur. I copy copy this layer, move it up, and in filters, blur, add a Gaussian blur. Add a Gaussian blur at 5 radius, and using again the mask tool, I'm just gonna draw around our circle and increase the opacity, just revealing the parts that I want to see. Okay, You can change this to add what you have removed. Okay, I think this looks good. Hope you subscribed until now, but if you didn't, it would be cool if you subscribe to get more content like this, and thank you.